What is going on in Ohio, dog? Well, meet Matthew Pancake. Yes, that's his real name. And he was recently arrested in Ohio for breaking into a pet store and freeing all the animals. He then grabbed about 4 gerbils, stuffed them in his leopard-printed onesie, ran down a couple blocks, and then passed out on a bench. For most people, that just sounds like a far-fetched fever dream, but I guess for Matthew Pancake, that's just a Tuesday morning. So today, we're gonna take a look at how the Ohio man is giving the Florida man a run for his money. So it all starts the Tuesday morning, July 9th in Columbus, Ohio, where police received reports of a man dressed in a leopard onesie broke into a Rooster's restaurant. But when they arrived to the scene, he was no longer there. But across the street, there was another store by the name of Petland that was also broken into. When police arrived to the scene there, they saw animals were just running all over the place.
A brazen intruder has forced his way into a pet store, smashing windows and releasing animals from their cages. As the animals run loose in the parking lot near Columbus, Ohio, cops desperately try to round them up, even the birds.
Then they realized the shoe store next door was also broken into, but he wasn't there either. Then they found the guy a couple blocks away sleeping on a bench and probably had the most comedic body cam arrest I've seen in a long time. I have to blur it here for obvious reasons, but just listen to this audio.
Mr. Pancake, you're under arrest.
Don't move!
Get on your belly! Get on your belly! What the heck's going on?
Get on your belly! On your belly!
Roll! Get on your belly, Mr. Pancake!
Get on your belly!
In the name of the law, Pancake, get on your belly!
I mean, that sounds like something from a South Park episode, but sadly, that's just the reality in Ohio, apparently. Clearly, they knew exactly who this guy was, or else they wouldn't be screaming his name. So this guy must be a frequent nuisance for this police department. And after searching it up, that would be correct, because he was also arrested last year for breaking and entering as well.
Well, on today's work, boys.
Yeah. Knew we'd find him.
Good job, Mr. Pancakes.
Knew we'd find him eventually.
Where are the gerbils?
Where are the gerbils?
What a question.
Damaging.
Oh, God, there is
Using animals? Oh, there are gerbils in there. Yeah, definitely animal abuse.
What the heck? Gerbil. What the heck? There's
Multiple gerbils.
in his pants.
Multiple gerbils recovered.
Yes. We're just advising that our suspect has multiple gerbils in his pants.
The fact that this isn't a comedy sketch is what makes this so incredible. This is just a phenomenal anti-substance ad. Stay off the substances, kids, or else you might wake up one day on a bench, being arrested in a leopard suit with gerbils crawling out of your pants leg.
Have any more pets?
Do you have any more gerbils on you?
Please don't tell me you put a gerbil somewhere else.
Grab my shears.
For your safety, is there a gerbil inside you?
Grab my shears and cut further up that pant leg.
That is such a cursed but valid question given the context. Imagine the face of this poor public defender that gets this guy's case. Also, speaking of that, this dude is pleading not guilty for all counts. Breaking and entering, he's caught on camera. It's not like there's too many other dudes breaking into stores in a leopard onesie on a Tuesday morning in Columbus, Ohio. Then you have the theft, which can't really be that hard to prove considering the stolen merchandise is literally crawling out of his pants leg as he's being arrested. This is actually worse than the guy who was in court for stealing a Miami Dolphins jersey, and then he showed up to court in the stolen Miami Dolphins jersey. Either way, I feel like Matthew Pancakes is definitely being represented by a Saul Goodman-like attorney.
A calm and wide-eyed Matthew Pancake was arraigned this morning, a different look from when we last saw him early yesterday. Police found him sleeping on a bench. They later helped him into a police cruiser. The leopard print onesie-wearing man now charged with breaking and entering and vandalism involving 3 Hilliard area stores, including a Petland.
Officers were able to corral as many animals as they could. They corralled several bunnies, birds, I believe a hamster, and a couple of puppies.
I'm actually kind of surprised he wasn't hit with any animal abuse charges here, as he recklessly endangered the lives of dozens of animals.
Those animals were recovered safely, as were a few puppies, birds, and last night, 2 rabbits.
Steve, Ohio versus Matthew Pancake.
Today, after prosecutors laid out the facts of the case, a judge handed down a $10,000 bail and ordered him to stay away from those businesses.
Yeah, You can buy a lot of hamsters for $10,000. There was literally zero upside here. What a bizarre case. I would like to think that he was inspired by that kid's book, Goodnight Gorilla, or maybe Madagascar, and just decided to free the animals from captivity. But I also just kind of feel like there's a way simpler explanation here, that he is just a junkie looking for something to sell to fund his addictions. Hence why he broke into multiple stores before the pet store. But what even makes that simple conclusion funny is he decided to opt to steal hamsters rather than the shoes from the shoe store he also broke into. Do I steal sneakers with a proven resale market or $10 hamsters? Again, stay off the substances, kids, because clearly you're going to make some terrible decisions on them, as the guy made so many bad decisions in just a couple of hours. Me from the future here, apparently there was more to this story, as there was also a witness.
So, have you heard about the guy who broke into Petland? Yes. I'm looking right at him. He's asleep on a bench.
Christian Thompson says she was hanging out with several of her friends when they were approached by officers asking if they'd seen the suspect.
He said leopard print, covered in blood, and a pocket full of gerbils.
As they drove through the parking lot, they spotted the suspect and called 911.
So we knew he was nearby, but we didn't expect him to be like less than 30 feet away.
I mean, this is just such a bizarre story to cover. I can only imagine what it was like to witness this madness. The only shame here is that this didn't happen in Florida, because it would have been really cool to see this man in GTA 6. But I mean, hey, at least the guy that we covered a little over a week ago, the quadriplegic man, El Valiente, he was in Florida, so maybe they'll put him in GTA 6 somehow. One can only hope, though.
Matthew Pancake was sleeping outside another store with hamsters in his pants.
It's very odd. Obviously, we don't know what this individual is going through. I don't know if this is a narcotics-induced thing or something going on, but this is very bizarre behavior.
Most of the animals have been brought back, including a bird found outside a neighboring business. The pet store's owner says a veterinarian was called to make sure they've all got a clean bill of health as the cleanup continued.
I love how just everyone is in disbelief that this happened. At least the good news here is, from what we can see, the animals were completely fine. But either way, thank you, Matthew Pancake. Very cool. Definitely a Hall of Famer when it comes to being an Ohio man. Speaking of which, do we have any other recent Ohio man Hall of Famers here? Okay. We have Ohio man illegally dumped 3,000 tires. Why? What? He had a whole tire dumping operation. Ohio with their oddball crimes. And speaking of which, Ohio man and business owner sentenced after dumping 7,000 gallons of ammonia into a river and killing over 43,000 fish. My brother in Christ, why? I guess tire guy and ammonia guy, I'm assuming convenience. That's the only reason they would do that, right? Ohio man plans to take a 2-person sub to the wreck of Titanic to prove industry is safe after the submersible implosion. Oh, well, that already played out terribly. Good luck to them. But hey, at least now you guys have been updated to everything revolving the Ohio men in recent times. But hey, I mean, at least none of them were TikTok dentists, because some of these TikTok dentists are now being thrown in prison for their incredibly shady practices. And you can check out that full story here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.